in October.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Take it in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Looking to throw on second down. Callahan. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Off play action. Callahan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barrett. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. To throw on second down. Callahan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll run on first down. Linton, and not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. To throw on third down. Callahan throwing deep for Stewart. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well. Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. At a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3". And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct? I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Looking to throw on second down. Nash steps away to his left. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, Nash. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down now, Linton pushing through the contact. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. On third down, Callahan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got it.
He's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Atlanta. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a give to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun, Nash. Going right side here, and that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run with Mixon. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Nash. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
It's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Throwing to start the drive. Nash. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Nash. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Bucs ready to take over once again. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner?
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Koo now for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Nice tiny little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to bounce that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nash. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to air one out. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
2nd down and 3. Operating from the gun, Callahan. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Callahan. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Nash. Throw right side, caught by Davis. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Trying to lay one up deep. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
Here we go.
A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
For a quarterback, there's 2 sides to this coin. Either he had complete faith that his guy would go up and get the ball, or his throw was up for grabs. Which one do you think he'll tell the coach when he goes to the sidelines?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mixon with it. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. This is Mixon on the draw. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. To throw on 3rd down. Nash. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done. They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll be driven back
back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. Throw left side complete. That's Mason. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, third and goal. Back to throw. Nash. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Callahan. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for only a couple. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious. So they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the final number, pretty impressive courtesy of Next Gen Stats, 21.4 miles per hour. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's May. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Back to throw again. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Koo for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. He will protect you.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Back to throw. Nash looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mason. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Mixon, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Dancing to, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number two.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, once again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, as we'll run you through what's going on both today and later on this weekend. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there as they'll square off with the New Orleans Saints. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And finally, a good one scheduled for Sunday Night Football between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And the rushing numbers should tell the story of why they trail at the half. They're still in single digits in yardage as a team through 2 quarters of play. That's not good. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Callahan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Back to throw. Callahan. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even an offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Justin Madubuike in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nash. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a throw here to his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make this a 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun on 3rd down. Callahan. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Barrett. And he's taken down inside the 30. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Callahan. Caught on the slant. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
Yeah, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Buying time to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Let's go!
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Off the play fake. Nash. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Nash. Caught right side, Davis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Back to throw. Nash firing quickly here, and that's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Looking to throw. Nash. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And that sack brings up fourth and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game, because right now, the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Bucs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Linton, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a give right side. Linton. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. On 3rd down. Linton. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
On 1st and 10, Nash.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Nash. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nash. And this is going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They run for it with Mixon. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Nash. Being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
From the gun, Nash. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And the lead is now an even 30. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
Throwing on 1st down. Nash.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On 1st down, Linton. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They'll keep it on the ground. Linton. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
On third down, Linton. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's a handoff out of the gun. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. 2nd and 11 now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll run on 1st down. Linton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 50 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the pressure wedge in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 22. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the losses continue to mount as they drop to 0-11 on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.